That was one of the things you talk about, too, is that the Packers could barely draw. East-West game drew better than the Packers back in the day. But when they went to New York and they were beating the Giants, suddenly the charm of the little city against the Goliath, Gotham, became something.
Yeah, the East-West game outdrew the Packer-Bear game. I think it was twice in the 1920s. That was the biggest game in town.
Yeah.
Newspaper coverage, a full page devoted to the preview, the game story. The Packers never got coverage like the East-West game did in those early years. What changed everything was in 1929. Packers went to New York. That was when the championship was determined by league standings, and they beat the Giants. They played 12 players. 10 of them played all 60 minutes. One player left in the last minute, and they put in a sub. Packers won. They won their first league championship, and they became the darling of the New York sports writers. No TV, very little radio. Games weren't broadcast. Just started to be broadcast on radio, at least in Green Bay. And so when most NFL games are attracting 12,000 fans, all of a sudden the Packers and the Giants are drawing 35,000 plus in New York. They're drawing close to 30,000 for the Packer-Bear games in Chicago. So the Packers obviously made the Maras and the Hallises became great friends of the franchise because they were putting money in their pockets.
And they kept winning.
So the Packers for many years were the biggest drawing card in pro football. And that's what helped them survive when they, City Stadium was a 15,000 seat stadium in the mid-30s.
Right, yeah, over at East High.
When they won their fourth NFL title. They couldn't even play the title game.
And they're still the top draw. Remember Mark Murphy a couple of weeks ago said that Packer-Patriot game was the most coveted game in the NFL schedule by every broadcast network this year. And it got to NBC on a Sunday night. They're still that draw.